What's going on YouTube? Technical Nerd 91 / Deficit 1 coming to you for another review and unboxing video. Now obviously this isn't an unboxing video because I've already unboxed it clearly. It's got several different components to it, but it is a Nokia Lumia 625 in case you don't already know. Do apologize, as always my camera is being, or this video is being recorded via my old iPhone 4S. Now, I don't have a specific camera that's stable, but that is not the point. The point is for the unboxing, well, review anyways. So I was in the market essentially, so to make a long story short, I had a year left on my contract. I wanted to get out of such a high bill for, honestly, a piece of crap that died after about a year and a half. A button stopped working and everything else. So as you iPhone users know, the buttons eventually stop working, or you have some sort of operating system malfunction, or something happens with the phone battery itself that makes it die. So essentially, I was in the market for a new phone, decided to pick up this new Lumia 625. Did my research, saw some pretty nasty, review videos, all these bad remarks about the phone, but honestly, those are just small little blemishes in the world of smartphone computing. Now, essentially, we have the box, we have obviously the headphones, cheap headphones that came with it, as most smartphones and even the iPhone comes with cheap headphones. It's just something manufacturers do. Obviously, we already all know this, so let's move on. Now, it did come with a bag to send back your old smartphone, but if you're like me and you have a lot of music on the Apple platform, you want to kind of keep your smartphone for like a MP3 or iPod audio player and stuff like that. So that's what I chose to do, is to keep my smartphone and not send it back. Obviously, there's instructions on how to set up the phone for people who are phone illiterate, computer illiterate. Those are there for you. We do have the micro USB charging cord. There is a USB data transfer cord. There is a micro USB charging cord, but I don't have it right now because it is somewhere else. We have our cheap headphones like I covered before, and our phone. The case I had to buy separate, but it did get for 15 Canadian dollars, so it wasn't too bad of a deal. Now the specific phone itself does not have like a grip. This has sort of kind of like a grip to it. The phone itself, I'll just turn it around, does not. It has kind of a flat back, so it is very slippery in your hands. So definitely do recommend buying a case like this or one similar to it. OtterBox does not currently make these cases just for the size of the phone. It is a new platform, so they need to go ahead and start making cases for these phones because they would make a fortune. These phones are selling out fast in Canada. I know specifically I'm in Ontario, so they're in demand for the new Windows smartphone operating system applications. So Windows Phone 8, very smooth, very nice build, very solid. And the battery in this sucker is a 20 milliamp hour battery, meaning that I go to almost 2.5 days without a charge. And that's not on constant use. That's on, web browsing here and there, phone calls here and there, texting here and there. If I'm to constantly use it with texting, phone calls, and music, it would drain in about a day and a half. It's still a bit better battery life than your normal smartphone or average smartphone would have. So definitely, I bought it for that reason. Definitely a good battery life out of it. Bigger smartphone equals bigger battery equals more happy people who don't have to charge their phone quite as much. Anyways, moving on, we have 3 buttons here. We have the Windows button, the search button, and the back button. Now, these buttons all serve a purpose more than what you can see on the surface, and I will get to that. So essentially what we have here, so we have our camera. It's a 5 megapixel camera, very good at doing panoramic photos, very nice. The flash helps it out when, in dark spaces. It does get blurry sometimes, so that's the kind of downfall to it, but essentially out of the week I've been using it, very good so far. So then you have your headphone port on the top, your volume rocker up and down, power, and camera button. Now you can see how thin this phone is just by me holding it in this specific angle. The glass is bezeled just slightly above the actual phone case, so there is the risk if you drop it on the side that you will crack the glass, but it is Gorilla Glass, meant to not crack quite as easy. But you all know Gorilla Glass as it is advertised, but it breaks a lot easier than it's advertised. As you know, everything else is advertised to do more and function and have more longevity. In reality, you know how it is. Anyways, so if you look at the top here, we have the VGA camera. It's not even 1 megapixel. To be expected. Nokia makes good, long-lasting phones, yet their cameras aren't always the greatest. There is a Nokia Lumia with a 32 megapixel camera inside. I don't buy it for it to be, a photography camera or anything like that, or to take amazing shots. I bought it for the versatility, the price it was at, and everything else. And on a 2-year contract, you get this for about $0 from Fido Carrier inside Canada. I would assume it'd be the same on Rogers and Bell and Telus. So you really have to just kind of compare based upon your service provider, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and just power this sucker on. So let's go ahead and just shut it down for all intents and purposes. Yes, that is me, and I am happy to show you my picture. So goodbye. And we'll power this up, and I'll just kind of do a power up test. There we go. So on average, you can see it's going to take about anywhere between 1 to 1.5 minutes to start up. Not too bad, the same time as your iPhone would take to start up. It does start up a little quicker. There really is no comparative difference between the iPhone and the Android platform and Windows Phone. Windows Phone is something that is new, battery critically low. I will charge that later. Swipe up. Just going to put my password in. And voila, here we are. I'm sure you're all familiar with the Windows 8 Phone 8 platform. I have my services signed into it, so it is something that is very personal to me, and it really, really does work. The flow on it is fantastic. As you can see, it's just phenomenal. Transfer my data you can go into, and what it will do is it will actually pair via Bluetooth to any device, whether it be iPhone, Android, or an existing Windows platform, Windows Phone 7. Anything like that it will pair to. So it's very, very nice, very smooth. Will bring over your contacts, but that's about it. That's solely what it's kind of built for. But 2 seconds I had my contacts. There is quite the number of apps available in the App Store or the Windows Store. So it is very, very versatile that way. I've got Adobe Reader. Obviously, you got to get your CBC News, Domino's app, the whole 9 yards, Facebook. Now, here's something interesting. A lot of apps are still in beta mode. So if you're one of those tests or one of those people who just want a flawless working app, go with iPhone or Android, and they'll be kind of more stable than some of the apps that are available for Windows 8, Phone 8, I should say. But other than that, it's a very, very good phone. I will just kind of cover what buttons do which. So there is this. So it's to kind of bring up anything that is on the phone itself. So anything open, such as Internet Explorer or Facebook or the People app. It really does anything you want. If you hold the Windows button down, it will bring up the voice commands. I'm just going to hit close because there's really nothing interesting about that. And if you hold this down, you could do a, let's see here. Yes, you could do a text search. So let's just do a nice little scan of this. Okay, I have it translating to Chinese for whatever reason. Let's hit translate. And let's go to Arabic. So as you can see, it translates all the writing to Arabic. You can't really see it that well on here. Very, very glossy display. Very, very nice. Colors display nice. And I have to say that one thing that I can compare this to, the iPhone, is that the auto brightness does not suck back the battery. And the auto brightness is something that is very, very well responsive. You do have the light reader, the whatever scanner, I forget what they call them, but it works very, very well. So I mean, it's a sensor essentially, and it will just sense how much light you have, and it's very very responsive. Always working. Have not had a single problem with the phone. Have not had a single application crash. Everything works very very nice, and yeah, so that's really all I have to say. After a week using it, I am very impressed, and I just kind of wanted to throw out a review video in my week of having this phone on YouTube. Do want to thank you for watching my video if you come across it online. I don't have many subscribers, and I don't have many likes or anything on my video. That's kind of not what I'm going for. I'm going for kind of a technical approach, so to speak, just kind of making my videos, throwing them out there. I'm not a big video editor, and I will try to bring as much good content as I can online for you guys. So if you guys want to subscribe, you can subscribe to my channel and like this video. Do want to thank you for watching YouTube. You guys have yourself an excellent day, and hope you enjoy your Nokia Lumia 625 if you decide to buy one. Take care and goodbye.